As you remember, in my previous video, I mentioned that I was not feeling so well. Side effect was a pressure in one side of my sinuses, and this area got slowly swollen, and it was not really swollen big, but it was swollen. First, like wondering why, is it sinuses, or maybe something happened, did I hurt myself? Because I was not sure what is going on, I first started using cayenne. Well, cayenne helps with the pain. Anytime you have a pain, back pain, any sort of a pain, headache, anything, neck pain, frozen shoulder, which is also very painful, you use a cayenne salt. So I take it and I start applying the cayenne over the area because I was not sure, but it was painful, so I used the cayenne. Then I thought it's a bruise in the beginning, so I used my tissue and bone. Whole day I was fine, but then I felt that something is still not okay. I still feel pressure, and then I start feeling maybe it is due to changes I had in my system. So then I decided to work my sinuses. So I used a sinus spray inside your nose, so it will go in and it will work internally. My next idea was to detoxify, to help, to drain, to help with the swelling. The idea was to use my charcoal poultice. Now you can look up on my videos where I show it. So basically you use the charcoal poultice, you cut the size that you need to treat. So I use that a small size. Let me show you how simple it is. So you basically cut it very quickly. You're gonna peel off one part, and this is how it looks. Okay, now I didn't use flaxseed, or I didn't use even the psyllium husk. What I did used is a slippery elm, because that's all what I had at this moment. Yes, we also not have sometimes certain things, and that's okay. The question is if you know how to work around. So basically I apply this over the nose like this. This thing, basically I peeled it off and I apply over my nose and the area where I felt that it needed help. I know it looks ridiculous. Now you want to use a good tape over your face. You don't want to use tape that then gonna tear your skin. So I have this micropore 3M, and I found worked amazingly. Okay, so then I apply this over my nose. Yes, it looked funny, but who cares? The point is to treat yourself, to help yourself. And then I just taped it this way, and I kept it for I would say for about 4 to 5 hours, and then I changed it to a new one, just like this. Okay, just like that. And that's how I walked for the couple hours. And then I want to tell you that it was slowly getting better. I felt more relief. There was no more inflammation. It was not that swollen as prior, so it was good. Okay, so this very, very much helped me. So start feeling a little bit pain in my ear. For that purpose, I use my garlic oil, and I put a cotton with the garlic oil inside my ears. That helped me tremendously. And as a final touch, what I did use, now let me peel this off. It's actually a nice mask. It's a nice mask, okay? So basically what I did next, I used a hot steam. And this was my final help to finish the treatment and to heal my sinuses. So what I did, I used the hot water, just simple. Get a clean towel, put it in a glass bowl, and fill it with a hot water. You just have to be very, very careful. okay, when you're gonna handle the towel. But you need a hot boiling water. But the idea is to try. If it's not, you should not use when it's very boiling hot. But you do want to use it when it's still hot. Okay. And then you apply over the area. It's such a good feeling. It's such a good relief. I'm telling you, I feel so good. Not about medicating, it's about educating. Yep, and that's it. That's how I treated my sinuses. All the best from Hava Wellness. Share with your loved ones. Maybe it will help someone.